Welcome to the series of tapes designed to acquaint you with the various majors at Millersville University. I'm Dr. Ralph Anthony, your host for the series, and with me I have a special guest from Anthropology, Nick Geisinger. Nick, I want to thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk about anthropology, but before we get there, where are you from, Nick?
I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania.
Reading, Pennsylvania?
Yes, well, a little bit outside of it in Burnville, Pennsylvania.
Burnville, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And you came to Millersville approximately what year? This fall of?
2010?
2010.
Yes.
So, were you always an anthropology major?
No, I came here originally as an English major.
An English major?
English ed.
English ed.
I switched to history.
Okay.
And then I became anthropology.
Okay, why all these switches?
Well, I didn't feel education scared me. I felt like monotonous, doing the same thing all the time.
Okay.
And then I went to history because that kind of interested me. And then I took more interest in the people of history, and that kind of brought me into anthropology and culture.
Okay, so an anthropology major today is, what is it? You study people and cultures, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's nothing like learning about, like, you do learn about some small, weird, like, pygmy tribes out in the middle of the forest, but it's more, you learn a lot more about gender, race, and class, things of that nature.
Okay.
Modern society problems.
So Doc's analogy of you out there digging in the earth.
Well, there's four branches of anthropology. There's
Okay.
physical, which is like the physical human remains and things like that,
Okay.
like skull shapes from different parts of the world. There's archaeology, which is physical remains of like houses and tools that people left from the past.
Okay.
There's linguistic, which is like language studies, and then there's cultural, which I'm mostly cultural.
You're mostly cultural?
Mm-hmm.
You take different courses in these different areas? Or?
Yeah, you're supposed to learn about, I don't think that we offer much about the linguistic side,
Okay.
but there's a lot of archaeology. We have a special archaeology program here at Millersville, which is special. I mean, there's not a lot of schools in the area, or at all, that offer archaeology as a major, and then most of it is cultural, though.
Yeah. And the Susquehanna, there's a house behind there, I remember. Is that that's the
Yeah.
archaeology lab, if I remember.
There's a
right.
lot of really cool projects that the archaeology department has been a part of. I know that one of the big ones they've been working on is like a smuggling ring. It's connected with, Lancaster County is connected to the Bermuda Islands, and they were smuggling in all different types of things in the past during wars.
Do you have a minor by any chance?
I have a computer science minor.
Computer science minor. That's an interesting combination. Why computer science?
I definitely would like to get into library sciences in the future,
Okay.
after graduation, maybe grad school down the line, but I think computer science would be really helpful.
Okay. Are you involved in anything outside the anthropology?
Yes, I'm involved in WIXQ, Millersville's radio station. I'm currently the music director, but recently chosen as station manager.
Okay, so you're going to be station manager next year.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Do you like doing the radio?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's just like great group of people that come into it.
Okay.
I really like working it. It's open format. You can kind of play whatever you want, and it allows for people to really express themselves.
Okay. How do you express yourself in music?
How do I express myself?
What's your genre?
I definitely like older folk music. Like,
Really?
I'm a big fan of that, like Leonard Cohen, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's like my favorite area of music, but I listen to most things.
Now, you've succeeded well grade-wise at Millersville. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you attribute that to?
I don't know. I don't like to not really put my heart into anything. I like to do my best at things. I have a hard time forgiving myself if I just like blow things off and ignore them.
You also like to think deeply about things too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. I like thinking. I like to understand things and know what I'm getting myself into, so that I'm able to do the best that I can when it comes to the moment. And I just like understanding things, everything I can.
Okay, so you would recommend anthropology as a thinking person's major, huh?
I think so. Yeah, it's definitely it's a different major because it's nothing like accounting where you have this. You're going to come out and you're going to be an accountant and you're going to do accounting things.
Okay.
I think anthropology is more of a broad major where you think more about problems in society, and you have to think about how you're going to apply it when you graduate.
You're going to
and
solve
how you're
the
going to use it.
problems of the world in the future.
There's a lot of things I'd like to do.
Okay.
There's definitely.
So you're not really looking towards any career yet, but library you mentioned earlier.
That's more long term. I think one of the big things I'd like to do in the Lancaster area is there's some programs that exist for underprivileged lower class families that they can use WIC stamps and food stamps and things like that at farmers markets and trade them in for coins, and then those coins they can use for fruits and vegetables and more healthy alternatives, as opposed to getting potato chips and junk food at the grocery store. And that's something I'd like to bring to the area.
Nick, any final thoughts? Are we pretty well wrapped this up?
I think that we're pretty good.
I just want to tell you, you sold me. I'm coming back to school. I'm going to be an anthropology major with a computer science minor.
Okay.
Just because of you. That's not totally true, but I might come back. Thank you for listening. Anthropology. Listen to Nick. It's possibly the major for you. Thank you for listening. And Nick, thank you.
Thank you.